Hello everyone, welcome back. So in the last video I covered some pretty basic examples for just basic algebra equations and how you're going to solve for x in a pretty simple way. But more traditionally, you would see a more complicated algebra equation. So for example, if you had the equation 3x plus 5 equals 29, you have a couple different terms and stuff in here. So your 29 and your 5, those are constants. And what that means is that those numbers are not going to change. The 5 and the 29, they are 5 and 29. You can't manipulate them so they become something different, okay? The 3 is called a constant, or it's called a coefficient, my bad. And a coefficient is something that's always in front of a variable. So our variable here is x. But a variable could also be different things. For example, a variable could be a w, or a t, or a y, or a c. It can be any letter you want. But more traditionally, it's most commonly x. So if we were to try to solve this, what we would do is, right here. We would want to get this part here by itself. So to do that, we would move the 5 over. So you would have minus 5, so that cancels out. And then same, when you do it to the side, you have to do this to the other side. So minus 5 here. So we would end up with 3x is equal to 24. And to get this x by itself, you have to think that these two here are being multiplied together. So since they're being multiplied together, we'd have to divide it by 3. So that way the 3 would cancel out and divide this side by 3. So the x would be by itself now. And you would have x equals, and 24 divided by 3 is 8. X equals 8. Alright. In a more traditional equation, I think I would say, is you would have x on both sides, typically, I think. And so if you had 7x minus 5 equals 4 plus 2x, you would want to, once again, get the x's, or the terms that have x, by themselves. So as you can see here, the 2x and the 7x both have an x in them. So you want to get them on the same side of the equal sign. So either all of them are on this side or all of them on that side. So let's just bring it over to this side. Actually, like that side. So you can, if they're together like this, you have a coefficient and a variable together, you can bring them along at the, together. So, whoops. You can subtract 2x, so that cancels out. You can subtract 2x here. So what you would end up with is 5x minus 5 equals 4. Now what you can do here is you can add 5 to both sides. So you would end up with 5x equals 4 plus 5 is 9. And so now to get the x by itself, we know we can divide both sides by 5 to cancel out this 5 right here. So divide by 5. And x would be 9/5, which is, I think, about 1.8. Just box that up, and that's pretty much it. We can do one more example, just for the sake of more practice. So if we had 12x minus 5 equals 7x, we can bring the 5 over here first, So we would end up with 12x. The 5 here cancels out, and that's equal to 7x right here plus 5. And we can bring this 7x over to this side, so minus 7x. So that cancels out. And what we do to one side, we have to bring it to the other side, so also minus 7x. So 5x would equal, because that's what that is, equal 5 right here. We can divide both sides by 5. So divide the 5 here by 5 to cancel it out. And divide this 5 by 5. And 5 divided by 5 is 1. So x equals 1. In the next video, with a solution like this, I'll show what it represents, but it more so has to do with when you graph it. Algebra is really important for like later on. It's something you'll keep using, and it's actually pretty cool. Like when you graph it and seeing how it like displays and plays out. Anyways, let me know if you have any questions, and thank you for watching.